is Marta with my own coach, and I'm really happy you tuned into my channel today. I'm going to do a reading for you because I was called to do one, and I've really wanted to do one as well. And this one is tuning into what is happening at the moment, the energies that are floating around at the moment. Some of you might know that yesterday we had a full moon, which was in Aries, and this brings up a lot of stuff. And like I spoke in the energy update just really briefly about this, I can truly feel that. And these are your cards that I laid out for you here. If you're interested in any of the decks I use, I will list them down below in the description box. So the first two cards that came out for you were Mastery and the Emperor. So this very clearly talks to me about you are the master of your own life. So you truly have to take action. You truly, you are the one that holds the scepter. You are the one that is in charge, and you need to assume your position. That's very important. You need to assume your position, and you do this by taking the necessary action. I will talk more about this in a little while. Next two cards out were the King of Cups and the Ace of Rods. Funnily enough, before I did the reading, King of Cups showed up in my mind, so I already kind of had the feeling that this is what this was about today. So this is an offer being made to you of a new beginning. The offer is being made to you of the new beginning. And this is what they want you to see this as, because the energies can be really challenging at this current time. They are anyways for me, and I was really putting up resistance and not wanting to really fully let myself into the whole thing because it was so much. So it really helps if you see this as an offer for a new beginning, for transformation. The butterfly always, to me, talks about transformation and to reap what you have sown. So this is very, very important. So, but for this new beginning, of course, and this is so funny, death needs to occur. So a situation, actually they came out like this, a situation needs to stop. I saw them in alignment today. These two very much represent the same thing. So death is automatically the new beginning. Death of an old cycle, beginning of a new. This is how life works. One thing dies and the other one grows. That's just the basic laws there are. So one thing has to die and the other one starts to grow. And you are very well on your way already, but you can't skip one of these stones that are here. You cannot skip them. You have to step on either one of them, or else you won't arrive at this new beginning of yours. You're well on your way, but you can't skip a stone. So this is going to be, yeah, it's really up to you how long you need to reach that new beginning. That is really up to you, and whatever has happened and occurred to you and how you are dealing with things. Again, you are the one that decides this at that very time. And when you've made that decision, stick to it, because it's the right one. It's absolutely the right decisions. There are many paths that you can walk down, but once you made your decision to walk down the path of healing, stick to it. It's going to get you where you need to go. Yeah, absolutely. The Knight of Pentacles also talks about this for me as well today. His eyes are focused. He's focused on the decision he made. He's not too, how do you say? He's not too stubborn or anything about this. And what you can see, he wears his armor underneath. He's wearing this t-shirt type of thing, and he's wearing his armor underneath. So he's ready to take these things on. He's ready to take them on. But he's not in a fight mode or anything. He's just ready because What you might not see, I'm also very much strongly getting that from the card, what you might not see is that you already have the armor you need to face those challenges, to face the problem that is ahead. And this is also bringing you a lot of transformation, and this is going to be very successful. Just realize that you are the one that brings this in, that brings this positivity, the energy in, and that's ultimately going to lead to more awareness of something that was hidden before, something that you did not see before, something that caused you trouble, but you could not look at it. The moment you look at it, you're going to be free. The moment you look at it, you're going to be free. Not for a very long time, because what you're looking at, and I apologize for this reading being kind of heavy, it gets better, I promise. What you're looking at is the end of an emotional relationship. So that's what I've been seeing here with the death card as well. This is the end of an emotional relationship, and right underneath that card, and here I'm getting to the point, is this, which lately have been coming out as ancestral patterns, family patterns, mother, father. Again, don't get hung up on the gender here. It's just like there are patterns that are happening that are not actually yours, but you're the one who chooses to work with the patterns or not, because they are affecting you. Whether you are aware of them or not is up to you. You just got to look. The offer right now for this new beginning, and the offer to look at what is going on, to look at what is going on, the dynamic that is going on, and possible family dramas and stuff that that has been like dragging behind you, because it's not actually yours, but you're the one that's gonna work on it. If you are, again, it's up to you. You just need to make it your task, make it yours. You have to assume responsibility. That's what that talks about here. And again, this card I don't see at all as the traditional meaning of the card. This is like the horse. It's on this leash type of thing. I know it's not called leash. It might be a muscle. I'm not entirely sure. But you were in this relationship. You were this horse in the picture. You were the one that was on a leash, that had to do what the other person wanted or said that you should do. You were very much in that dynamic. Now is the time that you can actually break free from this dynamic, and to free yourself from the Ten of Swords, from the emotional betrayal that has happened to you in the past, and that has caused you so much pain. And this is why this Tower is here now. Again, I apologize for the heaviness of the reading. It's not my choice to bring up these cards to you, but what is happening right now is for your highest good ultimately. Right now, I'm sure it doesn't feel good to you at all. Same to me. It does not feel good. But the moment you realize that this is a gift that is here for you, it's really something to look at. So, another card, maybe I'll bring that in right now, that I drew from my other deck, is this one. You can call for help, the Ascended Masters. You really can call for help. Don't be shy about it. Call on the archangels, pray, meditate, whatever suits you. This is the time now to really receive all the healing and help that you can get, because the topic seems to be quite big that is coming in for you. So, so again, like I said, this requires work, but you'll see the effect of your work fairly quickly. It's coming to light fairly quickly, but it requires work. And then again, what I said earlier, This is talking about enlightenment today for me. Like the enlightenment, you will see what it is that you're getting. Like you'll, how do you say? When you realized, when you were enlightened, or when you were given the consciousness necessary to understand the topic, the dynamic, the family dynamic that was going on here, whatever has happened to you in the past, childhood drama, etc. Then when you see this, then this will lead you to enlightenment and to a greater, deeper understanding, to compassion for yourself. Compassion for yourself, and then in turn, and self-love, and then in turn lead to compassion for everybody else around you. Then lead to compassion for everybody else around you. This is why that's so important, because you're not only doing this for yourself, you're very, very much doing this for the collective, for everybody else, for your ancestral line. And this has to do with topics of the mind. See, he could easily walk out, but he doesn't, he can't, because it's a lack of self-confidence, a lack of self-awareness, a lack of awareness of the surroundings, of family issues, like I said, of that. And he could easily walk out, but he can't, because there's still too much in his head, and this is still too troublesome. But again, when you wake up, and this is where the help comes in, and the enlightenment and the compassion and everything else that comes with it when you start to work on the topic. This is the guidance that is coming in and saying, hey, we're here to help you. All you need to do is ask. You just need to ask, and we're here. We'll catch you. Don't you worry, just walk, keep on walking, we'll catch you. We really, really, really got you. We really got you. We'll catch you. We'll promise. Just need to ask. We're here. You need to ask. And the last card out of this deck is the Hanged Man, which is also, you can see the moth here, that's the transformation, but it's also like you're finally realizing that you need to look at the things from a different angle, from a different perspective. Maybe upside down, maybe laying on the floor. No, it's like looking at things from a different perspective, from a different angle, because you are the one that is in charge of your life, not your family patterns that are still holding on to you and that are making your life harder than it needs to be. But this is a real gift, a real chance to make your life really, 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 really good, to really work on that. And the next card that came out, next cards, first of all, the eel, and I immediately got something's fishy, and slippery. Yeah, but again, you're called here with the Ace of Arrows, the breath of life. You're called here to view things from a higher perspective. It's you need to go higher. You need to go higher and not focus on those lower vibrational energies here. You need to go higher. Raise your vibration. This here really symbolizes to me the third eye, your third eye. This is opening. It's open. It's very open, and you see things from a higher perspective, right? That's that. The morning is very necessary for you that is happening right now, because this is again a natural cycle. Things die, new things grow. That's the cycle of life, and this is why it's so important to let go of the old things and to make room for the new. If you don't do that, then you'll stay in this energy, in the negative patterns. But you don't want to do this. You want to create new life. You want to come out of this. So again, it's very necessary to to don't cry over spilled beer was also what I was getting from this. What happened has happened. You cannot possibly change it. You can think about it 1,000 hours a day. It's not going to change anything. You need to, what really helps me in this, and what I discussed in some of my other videos as well, is, and I'm going to attach the link of the one I mean, is write it down, like journaling. Really write it down and really focus on what the actual problem is. What's the emotion? What's the feeling behind it? What can you draw from that? How can you turn it around? This is really going to help you in this situation. I swear, it's tough, but sitting in it does not accomplish anything. Like I said, you can talk about these things or think about these things 1,000 hours a day. It's not going to help you. You need to start to move. You need to start to move, and then the energy comes in to help you. It's very supportive energy at the moment. You need to just do your part and not just sit in one place and sit in the energy without making use of it. That's that. I hope some of you have stayed with me until this point, because I really realize that has been a heavy message, but these are the energies that are floating around, and I'm just the messenger. I'm bringing you these messages, but again, very useful, very useful. You're very supported. And here we go. This was the first time when I drew this card, I was like, oh my god, thank goodness. There's finally like a really good one around. So this is the Five of Vessels, talks about ecstasy. So she's, as you can see, she's just dancing around. The 5 vessels are being lit up. So this is, you know, when people dance into trances, they really have deep, meaningful spiritual experiences. So this is what is happening right now. Sometimes you do have to go in that trance. You do have to feel that deep pain in order to then turn it around and really, to really look at it and then turn it around. Because otherwise you'll just stay on the surface. So this is dive deep into ecstasy and bliss, really. Interesting, because this is going to open up the portal for you. This is going to make it possible for you to dive in as well. So the learning does not only occur through pain here, but also through ecstasy and bliss. So this might very well be also sexual experiences, or yes, that's what I meant to say earlier too. Sexual experiences. So be very aware of who you are meeting at this point in time, because they are very much here to assist you in your own healing. Be it through sexual, through knowledge, through, I don't know, whatever else. Relationships, people that you meet at this time. It's very profound, because they're triggering. They're making you see, because this is all that they're here for. Making you see what has been hidden from you, but this can be pleasurable as well. Enjoy those times. Although they might come with the suffering later. But what I mean to say here, suffering is like you realize something, they make you see something, and you then in turn decide to walk the path of healing. Sorry about that. Sorry. No, here we go. You then in turn decide yourself what you're going to do with that, because they can't help you. They're just triggering you. They make you see. And then, my dear friends, here comes the empowerment. So this is 5 of bows. You can see this dude here. There are 4 bows laying on the ground, and he really gotten his. He made it his own. It doesn't even look like the others anymore. He totally made it his own. He's got his hands full with his tools. You already have all the tools you need. You made them your own. Be authentic. Walk that path the way only you can walk it. Walk that path only you can walk. And the way that you, that only you can walk it. And this then will bring great joy. You can see it's very diverse, The 3 of Vessels is very diverse, very different ones, but on the outside they pretty much look the same, but they are diverse. They're different. different kind of approach, and this will bring you joy ultimately. Again, now the other two cards came out, the Ascended Masters and the Celestial Gatekeepers here. The Celestial Gatekeepers are also talking about timing is of the essence, timing is critical. Maybe meaning the full moon right now. Like this is an excellent time for you to manifest what you actually want. What is it that you want? Like assume that higher perspective and really be very clear on what is it that you really want. Not what is it that I don't want, and really take that leap of faith of if your life hasn't been the way that you think it should have been, and if you feel betrayed by what you have gotten up until this point, manifest and think about and emotionally attach with the feelings what it is that you want. And again, create open communication with the Ascended Masters. Ask for help. And there are two nice affirmations with this one. With the Ascended Masters, it is the affirmation that comes out here is, first of all, you can call on Archangel Metatron, channeling higher wisdom, right? And the affirmation is, I am a clear channel of divine knowledge. I share this wisdom with compassion and confidence. I am a clear channel of divine knowledge. I share this wisdom with compassion and confidence. And the Celestial Gatekeeper, clear your focus. Be very clear on what you want. And timing is critical. So the angel assistance, the angel you can call on for this is Archangel Galgaliel. So joy elevating consciousness. Like we had the joy card earlier, and the elevating consciousness, like I said, with this one, consciousness. So the affirmation here is, I resonate with divine order. My soul is activated to the highest vibration. I resonate with divine order. My soul is activated to the highest vibration. So that's what that is. All right. Then, what came up next for you is the stack. Trust and thrive, which is trust in the whole process. Trust in that divine order is in place, or divine disorder at this time apparently, and walk with pride. See what it is that you have achieved already, and really walk with pride. Walk your path with pride. Be authentic and assume your position as a leader, like the beginning of the reading was about with the Chariot and the Emperor. Assume your position. God damn, you are a strong being, a strong, confident being. What past things have done to you, you are pretty much unscathed despite all this. It's just underneath all this crap is still you. You are still here. You are still here, and you're walking your way. You're walking your path of healing, no matter what anybody else around thinks about it and says about it. This is your path. Walk it with pride, walk it with authority, and own it. Own it. It is yours. It is your healing, and you are here because you are deserving of love. Love yourself. Let yourself be loved and love. The emotional world. The emotional world. You might feel a lot of emotions at the moment. Know that you're being loved, you're being guided. And also approach this topic with love, as much love and compassion as you can bring up at this current moment. Again, I see this as a church window. So this is like, be the one, take the higher road, be the one that is enlightened, and walk that path, walk it. You're protected, you are loved very much. What this card also talks about, what I should add maybe, is that if you have any healing to do with your mother, because it's with female energy, with your mother, then this is a time to do it. Because, like I said, the warrior, be fearless and stand strong. In the time of darkness, be the light yourself, because this is when the warrior shines its brightest, his or her brightest. He's very aware. He's got the staff in his hand and her hand to really be like, I am here. I'm assuming my position. Anybody else who tries to come in and tries to take away that position from me is going to fail, because I am here to defend myself. But he is not, see, he has really kind eyes. He is one that fights with compassion, but fights for his or her right. This is most important. Fights for his or her right. He has a feather. He very well has achieved, and he wears the feather proudly. It's his, and he received it for things that he has done in the past. So know that the things that happened to you in the past only made you stronger, that much stronger. You're never the same person that you were yesterday, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago. You are no longer a child. You are a grown person that is able to defend themselves. Wear your crown and wear your head up high. Wear your head up high. You are here, and you deserve to claim your space here. All right. Sorry, I kept being interrupted because yeah, the capacity of my phone is full. So yeah. Anyways, I really hope you could take something away from this reading. Again, it's very important to work with these energy. Like I said, I wish you all the best and much love, guys. Bye.